This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
This is pretty amazing, and I've never actually heard of the term.
Haven't you?
So something is happening so often that... Isn't that just unloading a truck at the back of Woolies?
Yeah.
So true, no. Absolutely.
Don't know why people get so hot for that.
Something you used to do with your iPod.
That's another good thing, Nat. Thank you.
So, yeah, I didn't realise that this was happening so frequently. There was a story in the US of this guy, and he was waiting for a delivery to be delivered, and that's an exciting time for all of us, really, isn't it? And got the notification, so he's gone at the front and he's met the delivery guy at the front.
UPS.
The delivery's been put in his hand. However,
That's nice.
Something happened. Here's the reporter sort of explaining a little bit of it.
Brian and Sarah, just imagine being this homeowner grabbing your package and someone being bold enough to take it right out of your hands.
Now, this is amazing. The guy's standing there. The delivery driver has put the package in his hand. Out of nowhere is what they call a porch pirate. A porch pirate is a person that is waiting in the wings for something to be delivered. And usually they're not as brazen as what this one is. They will just swoop in.
They take it off your porch.
They'll swoop in and take it off your porch. This porch pirate was waiting in a bush.
Jeez.
And then the delivery got put into the guy's hand, and then he came out of nowhere. You should see the doorbell camera. He came out of nowhere and just grabs it and takes off like a seagull with a chip.
That's amazing.
And then it ran past the delivery guy. The delivery guy was like, didn't know what was happening because...
You wouldn't.
Yeah.
You're not expecting that to happen, obviously.
Yeah, it was a box with 5 iPhones in it. That he'd ordered for his family.
See, the porch pirate doesn't know that, so he's going to get a couple of dud deals, things that don't fit him, like baby outfit or something.
So unlike pirates, porch pirates take to the open roads and they follow delivery vans, and then they wait in lieu to see what's happening and then strike.
Happening here a lot where at Christmas time, because there's an increase in deliveries at Christmas time, and lots of people are out and about, and so the deliveries are left on your veranda, and somebody just comes along and nicks them all. But to steal it out of the owner's hand is next level.
So it's good thinking. No?
This is the thing.
That's your takeaway.
I understand people's handbags being taken out of their hands.
Yes.
And
I mean, we don't endorse it, but we know
taken out of
happens.
your hand. But for a box of something that you've ordered to be stolen straight out of your hands, that
as
to
it's
me
handed over by the delivery guy.
Shocking. And I want to know, have you ever had anything stolen out of your hands?
No.
Literally, you were holding it, and next minute someone's taken off with it.
No, I'd like to see that happen.
Well, you've got 1,000 stories about your children and your money.
But they don't. He's not holding the money at the time. They take that surreptitiously.
Yeah, they just roll me every day.
Yeah.
What do you do about that?
Yeah, we want to find out. Okay, so put the unless it's something a bit different, put the handbag and the phones aside.
The bag snatchers aside.
We
Yeah.
want to know whether it be at home or travelling, wherever you were, has somebody stolen something from your hand, like food? Who would have someone?
Well, maybe a kookaburra flying down and just grabbing your stuff and nicking off.
I don't know if I want to hear from kookaburras.
I mean,
mate, they're funny. They're laughing all the time.
So we're talking about when things get snatched straight out of your hands, inspired by the guy who got a box of iPhones delivered to his house.
Yeah.
And the guy's standing on his veranda near his front door.
Yeah.
So the delivery guy was walking back to his van, and then out of nowhere, a guy just swoops in, grabs the box and runs off.
To make it worse, the victim's name was Henry.
Oh, Dad.
And he says that every time he opens up the front door now when a package is delivered, he's going to have to look out first to see if there's someone around. Imagine that! Bloody porch pirates.
Oh, no.
Porch
we want to know if
pirates.
something got snatched right out of your hand. Kaya, hello.
Morning, guys. How are you?
Good,
Kaya.
Good.
Okay, what got snatched right out of your hands?
Oh, so years ago when we were kids, Mum took us out camping out to the Nanga Bush Reserve out by the river.
Yes.
And we had a long day, swimming and shit in the river. And then the next minute, she cooks up some lamb chops for us. We're all finally showered and gives me my piece of bread, and she goes to put my hot, fresh lamb chop in it. Next minute, kookaburra comes down and takes it straight out of my piece of bread right in front
I
of
knew
my
it was a
face.
kookaburra and laughed in your face doing it.
Kookaburras do this
And
often.
just sat in the tree
And
above
ate
us and
it.
just ate my
Yeah. They love
Yeah,
eating too.
with a knife and fork.
Did it come down for the mint sauce?
The piece of bread.
Oh, you mean
So,
that flat?
are you saying kookaburras
Kookaburras
are just waiting to flog stuff?
They are, mate.
Yes.
Yep. And then they piss themselves afterwards, as we know.
We
Laughing.
should do
he means.
something about
Laughing.
that.
Why?
It's not right.
Oh, they're arrogant. Don't
But
worry
if
about
that's
that.
what they do, then that's what they do.
All right.
Thanks,
They're
Kaya.
quite big too, you know.
Hayley, hello.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Wonderful,
Hayley, did you get something snatched right out of your hands?
Oh, I certainly did. And until this day, I've never, ever gotten over it.
Righto.
So picture this. Here I am. I'm a massive, massive fan of John Stamos. Like, he was my idol.
Who isn't? Full House?
Full house.
Oh, it was before, even before the Full House days. Like, he was over every inch of my wall in my bedroom. He was on every book I had at school. Anyway, Beach Boys came to Perth many, many years ago.
Yep.
And John Stamos was sitting in being the drummer.
Yeah, he was.
Anyway, he threw his drumstick out into the crowd. Well, I was up there.
You would have been up taking a mark like your
Yeah.
limb, Ryan. Yep, keep going.
Oh, my God. I was up there doing it up there, Kazali, caught the drumstick, went back to all my friends, so excited. Oh, my God, he's touched this. This little kid comes and just pulls it out of my hand and runs off.
And you can't punch a kid.
You can.
Oh, my God. So I go chasing him, and his dad stops me about 10 steps in and says, don't ruin a little kid's day out.
Oh, no
That
way,
is what
Hayley.
is wrong with parenting. And I'm surprised that's not a story from last week because that seems like
Yes.
very new age
Doesn't it
in an
just?
old school time.
That's amazing.
That is crazy. I did not realise that John Stamos had such a big effect on people because I went to a school with a kid, a young man, straight man, who wrote, we had a party at his house and people go through his stuff at a party when you're in high school and they found a box of letters and there was one who was about to send to John Stamos a fan letter.
Oh, see?
And in the fan letter, he lied and said he was going out with the most popular girl at school. And he gave her, but in the letter, as if
that
John
would impress
Stamos
John
cared,
Stamos, yes.
as if John Stamos cared, but he gave her full name to John Stamos.
Yes. You know the one,
and
John.
everyone found out, and she was at the party. It was a lot.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
We're talking about when you save yourself at the expense of someone else.
These are okay decisions we're finding so far. Tash is in
Sounds like
Bennett
you're a little
Springs.
biased.
I think these people are great people. Hi, Tash.
Hello, how you going?
Great,
Hey,
Tash.
Tash.
What happened, Tash?
So when my child was young, so you can tell this is going to go well, we were eating Red Rooster in the park. It was me, my son and my sister, and I'm deathly afraid of geese. Yeah, there was a gaggle of geese and they wanted the chips and I basically threw the large chips and bolted.
Yeah.
My sister and son left them sitting there. They sort of stood up. She's quite short.
Yeah.
She had to pick him up and bolt and I ended up sitting on top of a picnic table.
Well, I'm thinking because you've thrown the chips,
Yes.
there were chips everywhere, so therefore your child and your sister were...
Can make a getaway? No?
Well, no. They were right in the middle of the things
Surrounded.
that the geese wanted.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Or did you throw the
Yeah.
chips on your sister? Because that also would have been funny.
I sort of did ditch the chips towards the geese, but that's where my sister and son were. And
Well played.
yeah. I'm a good mum.
Hey, where do you think your fear of geese came from? Did something happen early, or you just never understood them?
I don't like any bird that walks. Like, I have a thing for
So ducks,
Yep.
swans,
Any bird.
Ducks, chickens, swans, geese.
emus.
They all walk.
Yep.
Chickens,
I
yeah.
know, but like the ones that fly, they fly away. The ones that walk don't.
They walk
stay
towards
there.
you.
And when they
Like
walk
humans.
towards you without any effort, they know, and you know they're going to get you.
Yeah, they're cocky.
They
just
can and
waddle
will.
up
They're
towards
cocky.
you and-
They're cocky.
Oh, they're horrible.
Don't even get me
horrible.
started on how cocky a cocky is.
Yeah, very cocky.
For me, I thought it would have been the long necks. There's something about a real elongated neck of a swan or a goose.
Yes, and
that
it's the way
is
they
disconcerting.
run at you with their head down, like
Yeah.
in attack mode, that I don't like.
Yeah.
Hissing at you.
Yeah, vicious little things.
Ah,
Thanks,
dangerous.
Tash. Claire, hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Claire.
Claire, are you a monster like Nathan?
No, we're not monsters.
No, look, I feel like Nathan wasn't a monster, but I think I was a bit, and I still feel guilty about it to this day.
Okay, we'll be your moral compass. All right, let us know what happened.
Okay, so I was standing in line at a coffee shop and I was waiting for my coffee and there was a child beside me jumping up and down, as kids do.
Yeah.
And as the barista hands me my coffee, I see it out the corner of my eye. Everything goes into slow motion.
Yeah.
The child trips and falls and I have to think, oh my gosh, do I catch this child? do I drop my coffee and catch this child, or do I keep holding my coffee? And do you know what I did?
I have a feeling.
I kept holding my coffee, and the child fell over.
Look, to be fair, they've got a low centre of gravity. They don't have far to fall.
They do. They basically bounce at that age.
Yeah.
Did the kid cry a lot after the fall?
They did, yes. Yeah. And you know what? I'm one of those terrible people where if someone falls over, I do laugh a little bit.
I don't laugh a little bit. I laugh a lot.
Yeah.
He does.
Like really bad. And it doesn't matter who they are.
The older the person, the more you laugh.
If they're super elderly, where everyone else, even strangers, run up and see if they're okay, I'm in the corner laughing. It's so horrible. And I love old people. I can't help it. How much was your coffee?
Oh, gosh. Well, I do live in Perth, so it was quite expensive.
Yes.
Yeah, well, so $5.
$5, yeah.
$5. I mean,
good decision.
You're not going to save a child.
To be fair, that kid was there with its mother. Why wasn't its mother catching it?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. See?
I think you did the right thing.
As a coffee drinker, I think you did the right thing too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Gary.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good, Gary.
Gary,
I've been searching all morning for a story that's going to make me look less bad, and I think I might have found it.
What happened, Gary?
All right, Sean, you probably know where I'm coming from. This thing is surfer as well. So about a year back when there was a lot of shark sightings, we were out surfing just on the right of P-break, Ingenup.
Oh, yeah.
So we were out there having a good surf. Yeah, P-break. And I saw this fin come out of the water, and I just panicked. My heart jumped out of my chest, and I just paddled. Totally forgot my mate was out there.
So you didn't mention it to him, Gary?
What are you doing? And I was like, shark!
But you yelled shark basically, Nelly, from the shore because you'd paddled so far?
He was in the car.
I haven't paddled that fast in my life, so... And when my mate said, what are you doing? I was like, oh, yeah, sorry, mate.
Has he ever let you live that down?
Oh, you know what? He has. We just have a laugh over a beer, but it was just one of those moments where it could have gone absolutely pear-shaped, but it didn't.
Really
Gary,
Gary.
Was it a shark or dolphin?
You know what? I'm going to say shark.
Yeah. Okay.
Because at the point in time, there was a lot of shark sightings. And
so it was obviously one of them.
But we were quite far out as well, so it was definitely one of those moments. I just quickly
save yourself.
I got a question for you two surfers. Sometimes do you think, right, to put it in the mix, because you do want to survive, right? And whoever you're out with, I'm sure you like them, but you would rather them go first. Let's be honest. So would
surf on the inside of them?
Like say you know those feeding syringes that you give to when you got to give your animals some medicine. Just having that full with some blood. Just in your pocket. So then if you see a shark, you can squirt it in your friend's direction and then go.
So they get the taste of the marinade before.
So then the shark goes, wait, there's some blood there, and they go there, and then you've got would you do that ever?
Every time I paddle out, I'm assessing where I'm sitting versus the group.
So where you are in the feeding line?
All the time, yeah. Okay, so Harry's further out.
Harry's further out.
Right, your beauty. Yeah. Nat and Nathan are beside me. I'm laughing.
What about you, Gary? Do you do the same thing? Do you see where you are literally in the pecking order?
I do. I mean, I assess the breaks, but also I like to be the skinniest out there as well. So, there's a bit more meat on the other guys.
Yeah. See, it's like...
So if Gary asks you to go surfing, you think she's fat.
Exactly. Or just fatter than him. It's like the zebra thing. You want to be in the middle of the herd of the zebra. You don't want to be the one on the edge that's being picked off. Yeah.
And it's worse because if a set comes through, right, and everyone catches a wave, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God.
But people do this even in their houses. Really, the chivalrous thing to do is for a man to sleep closest to the door because if a murderer comes in. But a lot of men there, they'll make sure the woman's there first so they can get out. Where's Megan sleep? She sleeps closest to the door. She sleeps closest to the door. Doesn't surprise no one.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Now she's too busy getting Biden in office again.
Yeah, that's apparently.
right. Conspiracy theorists believe that Travis and Taylor's relationship was all conspired by the election from Biden. So we are right now talking to people that have a conspiracy theorist in their life.
Angela, hello.
Hey, how are you going?
Hey, Ange.
Hey, Ange.
Okay, who is it that's the conspiracy theorist?
So one of my best friends, actually. She's she's quite far-fetched sometimes with some of her stories.
How exciting.
I don't know if you guys remember, but I think it was January, Perth. I live in Perth, and we had a lot of fires going on.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she was trying to say, it's kind of funny how all the fires are, like, in the middle, and they're pushing everyone towards the ocean. So, like, these fires are going to keep happening, and then everyone's going to end up beside the ocean and have nowhere to go.
What do you mean?
Nowhere to go.
So the fires are pushing us to live by the ocean? Or
Pretty much.
But like
either,
none of us can afford to live by the ocean. So what happens?
What do you mean?
Exactly.
Oh,
She's
well,
saying nowhere to go. What do you mean nowhere to go?
It's like conspiracy theory, like the government's trying to, kill off a lot of the population or whatever.
Yeah.
So by having all these fires just magically appear, they're pushing everyone.
In heavy bushland, that.
So it's mostly lightning strikes.
If you can imagine Perth being one of those metal fire pits from Bunnings.
Yes.
Yeah. So the fire's happening in the middle, and we're all having to flee to the rim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the ones that can't flee,
for
then
absolutely no purpose.
no,
Just to
we lose
survive.
some in the way.
We lose some,
Okay, so that's a
we
great
can't
one.
leave people off.
Is that where it ends with her, or
Is there more?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. You
That's all you
either burn or drown, pretty much.
So, and when you have a friend like
What a
this, so
stretch.
we've heard from other people where it's family members, and so you're committed to them because they're family. But this is your friend. So when she starts saying this stuff, does it make you look at her differently, or you're like, oh God, I can't spend time with her, or I can't take her to a barbecue?
No, not really.
You
I
don't
just
care?
go, dude, that's a bit far-fetched. Like,
Yeah,
come
right.
on.
yeah, you can take her to a barbecue. She'll just be very far away
yes.
from the barbecue.
That's right.
Near
That's
a cup
right.
of water.
Thanks, Ange. Tracy, hello.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Hi,
Good, Trace.
Trace. Is there a conspiracy theorist in your life?
Oh, my God, yes. One of my best friends. It must be a best friends moment.
yes.
My best friend is a clinical psychologist, and she's supremely intelligent, but
Yep.
she's a complete nutbag. So we embrace her wholly in our group and accept her strange diversity.
Oh.
She's teaching us tolerance.
What
but
does she believe? What does she believe?
She believes that Reese Witherspoon, Oprah, Cameron Diaz, anyone with a prominent Adam's apple is actually a man. And that's some sort of government conspiracy cloning thing happening.
Okay,
Yeah,
She believes
cloning.
that.
Sure.
She also believes some of the richest people in the world, like Trump and I don't know, I can't name any
Bez-
others, but
Bezos, maybe, yep.
yep,
Elon
absolutely.
Musk.
They are all part of an alien species called the reptilians.
Oh, the reptilians.
these are the
we know
lizard
the
people.
reptilians.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We know
And,
them.
stuff like the COVID vaccine, we're all just getting microchipped, and then it's going to be part of the new world order in 2030 where we're all one world, and, they're killing off all the stupid people in the meantime.
Oh, God, I'm in all
Vaccine.
sorts.
So, look, it just never ends. She sends me stuff constantly, and I just roll my eyes and go, yeah, whatever.
Tracy, so okay,
She sends you
I have
stuff.
been around someone that like this, and the whole conversation is just about this, and you go down these rabbit holes, and it can take like hours because they don't want to stop talking about it because they want to try and convince you it's true. Is that what she does? Does she just go on and on about it?
She can, but we, as a group of friends now, know how to interrupt and redirect.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
send
skill.
a
That's a
robot
great
pigeon
skill.
in.
Yes.
It just gets too much. I listen to her a little bit and placate her, but it just gets to a point we just have to change the subject. 'Cause
And she
otherwise
legit sends
Sends
you
you
stuff.
stuff.
So she'll go, have a look at this
yes.
website. Oh, my
Yes.
God.
What does
Oh
she
my
do? What
God,
does she
and
do for a living?
She's a clinical psychologist.
Psychologist, mate.
Oh, this is a supremely
Unbelievable.
intelligent person.
Yeah, she is one of the most intelligent, amazing people that I know. But yeah, she's a complete nutcase.
and she has patience.
Yeah.
But like, what if they come to her and they've got some whacked out story, and she goes, "Oh yeah, you're right."
That's
not right. Is it?
Look, it's good entertainment for us.
Yes.
Okay, but probably a bad idea for her clients. Okay, that is so funny, Trace.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
We had the great honour of having a Zoom catch-up with Olivia Coleman. So it's just Nathan and I, because Sean was off yesterday. This is to promote her new movie, Wicked Little Letters. We had some technical difficulties
Oh, my gosh.
trying to connect with
So-
her, and she couldn't see us
And
because
then-
of our renovations.
Yeah, because we had no cameras installed in here. Also, we were on mute, and
Yeah.
we didn't know how to unmute it.
Yeah, we were those people.
Anyway, oh God, it was
so
mortifying.
that was a bit
it
awkward.
was mortifying.
So when we finally
Oh, no.
connected with her, it was a big
was
deal.
a
We're
relief.
pretty excited. Let's have a listen. Hello, Olivia.
Olivia, all that technical difficulty, and you got to understand. The other day when we found out we were speaking to you, that was like we're like, no, it's Olivia Coleman. She doesn't do interviews with people like us.
That's really not knowing me very well.
No, it's you not knowing us.
No, Olivia, Wicked Little Letters.
I could see you.
I know. We're sorry about that. We're undergoing renovations, and so everything's very basic at our end at the moment.
Yeah, but we are breathtaking.
Yes,
so.
yes. Just imagine the most beautiful people you've ever met.
Okay.
And a bit better than that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Can I just say, you are one of these actors that when you see anything you do, it's like receiving a warm hug. You feel safe. You know you're going to have a great time.
That's lovely. Thank you.
Unbelievable. And Wicked Little
almost
Letters.
always, because, in Fleabag you were vile, but in everything else you're great.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. I cannot believe that there is stuff in history like the story behind Wicked Little Letters that we don't even know about. Like, we should have known about this before, hey?
I know. I had no idea about it either. So even on, the other side of the world where it originated from, no idea. And I love the fact that I think there's an assumption that people in olden days, yesteryear, never swore, and I love the fact that they clearly did, and they did it quite badly.
Yes.
Tell me more with your foxy ass.
I know, it's so good, isn't it? So sort of inept and clumsy, but really enjoyable.
It is. It's like how a kid would swear if they just learnt it.
If they'd never heard swearing before.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah, it's like if you go on holiday and you just learn all the swear words you can in one sentence.
It sort of seems, so for people that don't understand, it was back in the 20s and it was a seaside town in the UK and there was a scandal amongst the town because someone was sending out very rude letters to random ladies, especially your character Edith Swan. It really feels like the first case of trolling before the internet.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it was, so 85% of the letters in the film are taken from the real letters.
Wow.
I know. And it was debated in Parliament. It was such a big deal, and it was on all the broadsheets, and the whole country was gripped, with this, who is it?
Yes.
And all fingers pointed to the loud-mouthed, unmarried mother.
Yes, scandal.
And so they thought it must be that person because she goes to the pub. She's been seen drinking publicly. Hilarious. And back then, prison sentences were handed out for this. And nowadays, the obvious comparison to draw is trolling, internet trolling. And it's sort of upsetting that we haven't learnt anything in 100 years.
Yeah, I know. No. And the penmanship's gotten worse too.
Yes, it has.
Those G's were beautiful. And I did design at school, at university, so I love typography, but they were beautiful.
That's so nice that you appreciated those. Thank you.
Credit where credit's due.
Is this the first interview where someone's appreciated the G's?
Beautiful penmanship.
Absolutely, that is definitely a first. And I love you all the more for it. Thank you.
Can I just say, the guy that played your father...
Timothy Spall.
Yes. He's an amazing role because truly horrific.
Yeah. And he is the loveliest person.
Yes.
It's often the nicest people who play the baddies really well.
Yeah.
But he plays a horrible character, and all of that, it makes so much sense, what's going on with Edith and why she is who she is, how she is. Oppress a woman, and it will come out to bite you in the ass at some point.
Oh, mate, amazing. As it should. And I just want to talk about your acting there with him as well, because here you are and you're feeling confident about yourself and you're being strong, and then suddenly he snaps at you in the way you withdrew into a little girl straight away. I just think, my gosh, that would have been so common back then, because there always seems to be one child left in the house to look after the family.
Yeah, and sadly, I'd love to say that it's not still happening, but it is. If you're living behind closed doors with your aggressor, it's you can see, and that's more commonly male to female, but still it happens for men too. But you can see the triggers, and you just sort of try to not infuriate, not make it worse, and you can just see how she instantly goes to, oh God, I don't want to inflame it. I don't want to.
That was heartbreaking. It's a story about freedom, really. That's what it is. At the very core of it, it's a story about freedom, and people are rooting for Edith's freedom as well. Hey, while we've got you, I would love to know, because you are basically the best representative of your country and your craft. I feel
Oscar winner. Let's not forget.
You are. You're amazing, dude. Like you said, you're a warm hug. But I want to know: have they ever approached you to be Doctor Who? They would had to have.
No, they haven't.
What?
You know when my mate Jodie ended up being Doctor Who, during that episode, apparently I was in the bookies doing quite well.
Yes.
And I wish, why don't they just ask me? I could really help them out. Or people going, I reckon it'll be her, whatever the odds were. And I thought, if anybody actually phoned me, I could say, I haven't been asked, and save your money.
Mate, I am so glad that you did this movie, because we have learnt about this.
I know. It's an amazing story and told so beautifully. It's really quite an amazing story, and your character is will knock everybody's socks as well.
You're just the best, Liv. Thanks, mate.
We love you.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. That was lovely talking to you both.
Bye,
Thank
sweetheart.
you. Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Olivia.
You enjoyed it.
I
Take care.
loved it. Everyone go watch it.
One day we'll do this and I'll see your faces.
Yes,
Oh,
and then you'll know
God.
the truth.
Then you'll know what love is.
Thanks,
Bye,
Olivia.
mate. Bye,
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
So Pink got denied entry at a restaurant that was in a sailing club in Sydney, and the regulations of the sailing club is that you must provide ID when you go in.
So everyone was informing them that Pink's out there. Pink's out there waiting to come in. She's got a booking, all this sort of stuff. So the floor manager knew, the staff knew, everyone knew that it was Pink, but they had to say no to her. And Pink was cool. She just went, no worries, I understand, but disappointed, and she ended up leaving.
She'll be telling all her friends, though, won't she?
Well, that's what we're talking about right now. You've had to say no or deny an important person or a powerful person.
Steph, hello.
Hi, how you going?
Good, Steph. Did you have to say no to someone?
I did, and it was Shane Warne, unfortunately.
What happened?
So I was working in one of the quarantine hotels when COVID was at its height.
Yeah.
And he caught wind that there was a potential for him to be able to stay in one of our private suites. His PR company contacted the hotel, and I gave them my phone number thinking it was all a bit of a, whatever, he's not going to want to stay with us.
Yeah.
And Shane Warne called me directly on my personal phone, and I still thought it was a joke until it wasn't. But unfortunately, due to all the restrictions, we actually said we couldn't actually allow him to stay with us, and it was just allocation as per the government, and he ended up in another hotel. But, it wasn't a great person to say no to. But we did send him a package from our hotel, like a bit of a care package. And
to the other hotel?
Yeah, we sent it to the other hotel.
The hotel that rejected him sent a package to the hotel that welcomed him. I don't think that package ever got to him.
I don't think so.
Potentially not.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Wow. But then again, it's interesting, though, because a lot of people thought there were a lot of celebrities at that time that were bending the rules.
Yes,
but
that's right.
you couldn't do anything to bend the rules, even for Shane Warne, Steph.
So initially we did have a family that paid an extensive amount of money to stay, but the government sort of, caught wind of it and were like, no, it's not happening anymore. So, and unfortunately Shane was after that rule came in, and we had to say no to him.
Amazing.
Oh, wow. The Sheikah tweak.
Yeah, indeed. Let's go to Emily.
That's my face on the board. No,
in Mirrabooka. Hi, Emily.
Hello.
All right, Emily.
Emily.
Who did you have to say no to?
Sean McManus.
Good morning, Megan.
Okay, we're going to need to know every single bit of this information, and you take as long as time as you need.
What?
All right, Em, go.
I can feel... Yeah.
Yep.
It's not this is my cousin's story, but I'm going to tell it.
Okay.
So he used to manage the Mirrabooka, the Rottnest Visitor Centre.
Yep.
And one day, Sean McManus arrived with his family, and obviously you have to show ID to check in at the visitor centre.
Yeah.
And Sean McManus couldn't produce his ID and got quite annoyed that he was being asked to show his ID.
But can I just say quickly, when Sean was quite annoyed and having a go, Sean usually prefaces with saying, don't take this personally.
Yeah.
And then has a go.
At you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do think the word
don't you know who I am?
Oh, what a load of shit, Emily. That is the biggest load of shit.
I think what you actually said was, come on, you know who I am.
Oh, sure I did.
And he did. He did know who you were, but rules were the rules. He needed to.
Don't you know I am? That's a story that goes with every person.
I'm also believe that Sean
that?
asked who he is.
Yes,
Because
yeah.
he's got such a,
do you
know who I am? Because I actually don't remember.
And I don't have any ID, so please help
Well,
me.
there's a good defence.
And who
help
is
me.
this woman and there's children with me? Because he's got a terrible memory. Sean Diva McManus.
Yeah, that sounds right.
That is not
Sounds
true.
like it tracks.
Well, I can say just about 100% of the time I don't even go in there because Megan always gets there before me and goes to the visitor
Well,
centre.
yeah, now she does after that incident.
Don't you know who I am?
No, she said, come on, you know who I am.
Yes.
Which I totally believe that you would have said that. That sounds like something you would say.
Bullshit.
I don't know if Sean would say that.
Bullshit.
No, so they're going, we need ID.
Yeah.
And he's going, I don't have it. And then going, sorry, we can't do it. And he says, oh, come on, you know who I am.
No,
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know if Sean
I
would
might
say
say I
that.
don't have any ID.
I will tell you right now because that would never come out of my mouth. So I don't think that Sean would do
damn
that.
it.
to be
100%.
honest.
People are classic. You
100% think that
hear
happens.
about people meeting up, I don't know, whoever
You're
it
very
might be.
defensive at the moment with your
I
posture.
You
just
do have your arms crossed. You do have your arms crossed.
come on.
I do believe Sean asked who he was.
Yes.
That's what I believe the story
Ellie,
is.
you work closely with him. Do you think that he would have done that?
100%.
Sean.
You're all over me.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.